Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Indeed, I do. Show me evidence there was a gunshot before midnight. See, not the overhead map, that's not it. The second lake photo, take that! Look at this photograph! This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lonehart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m., before midnight. Oh yeah? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It's the fact that it triggered it all. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Ah! Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. There was a third gunshot, hence the evidence on the pistol. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, whenever we heard that gunshot, it was most definitely Christmas Eve. Indeed, it would seem that is the case. Then, where does that leave us? Ms. Hall testified that she heard the gunshot after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? No, I'm saying that there were two instances. One gunshot fired at 11:50 and then two gunshots at 12:15. Not at all, Your Honor. It is a fact that the camera also triggered 15 minutes after midnight. There were two shootings, Your Honor. That night, there were two sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Why would this be? Karma's going to interject. Don't be fooled, Judge. That camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes! There are other loud noises than gunshots. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why, the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. It is true that it is a bit sensitive. Hey, but it was clear that night, man! Clear! Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. I indeed have evidence. Finally, I'm getting to use it. It was fired 3 times. Take that. This is my evidence. The murder weapon. Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When then was the last shot fired? At 11:50. Only now have I realized the truth. It took you a fucking long time, Phoenix. That third shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. ... However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night in the lake. Exactly! If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? It doesn't matter. Well, I should pull, you know, his little, it's irrelevant to this case, defense. Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. ... Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it! I have it! Huh? Remember the case of the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. Well, the murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn this guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm going to run with it. Right. I mean, is this safe? It's safer than just not doing anything. Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. ... You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick? Your Honor! Yes, Mr. Wright! The testimony just now has cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk. So, you finally realized the truth. There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, 1 boat was on that lake. This is shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. We don't know that it was Edgeworth on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat, and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. Who says that's Edgeworth, though? I mean, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. It could have been 10 minutes before. ... What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? See, we do have the photo of that being at 15 minutes after. We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot in the lake. So that other one was a setup then. Like, you know, no one was actually killed from it. It was, you know, like it was like a movie being shot. That's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent, unless it wasn't Edgeworth on that boat. ... Except he admitted that he was, so there's that. ... Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who this is sitting on the boat. The murderer and Hammond, Edgeworth, and the murderer, Edgeworth and Hammond. See, I'm going to take a state, but I'm going to go ahead and say the murderer and Hammond, say that it's not Edgeworth. It was the murderer and Robert Hammond. What are you saying? That contradicts what you just told the court. You said that Robert Hammond had been killed 25 minutes before this gunshot. Yes, that's right. Also, what I mentioned, the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth, has admitted to being on that boat. Right, Your Honor. Crash and burn. Mr. Wright, your client has already been declared guilty once. I'm going to have to penalize you for this foolishness. Okay. In that case, I'm going to lower the previous state and say it was Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. And then tried to kill Edgeworth but failed? Well, what? Are you serious? No, I'm Snape. Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. Huh? ... I'm not sure what to make of all this. The ludicrous. Mr. Wright! Tell us the name of the murderer, then! The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. I'm going to take a state, but I'm going to say I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. Yeah, you don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. See, I guess we'll have to ask Edgeworth then. ... The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop. That old man. Oh! That makes sense, actually, if he is, in fact, Yanni Yogi. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Well, where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out in the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not in a boat? What? Well, then where did the murder take place? Show the judge where the murder really took place. I have no fucking idea. I'm going to say, I'm going to take a state. Again, I'm taking so many states. I'm going to say it's a boathouse, but I'm probably wrong about that. Here, of course, the boat shop, where he lives. That way he can meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Karma's going to object. You have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime. Wait a second, the fact that he said that someone walked by his window. Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. He's out on the lake, searching for a seal samurai. That night he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor. even though he was wearing headphones at the time, meaning it was super loud. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. Mr. Wright! What happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please, tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop in order to kill him. Well, why wasn't there any blood there? This is around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired a pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? It was either Edgeworth or the boat shop caretaker. I'm gonna take a statement. I'm gonna say it was Edgeworth. No. Because, see, it couldn't be Edgeworth because the prints were from his right hand, from Edgeworth's right hand. How did he get the, yeah, I'm gonna check the court record actually real quick. Just check that photo. Is there any way it could be, like, reversed or something? I don't know. I'm gonna say it's a boat shop caretaker, maybe I don't know when Edgeworth would have held it. See, of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol into the water. He shot twice, both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute! Yes. Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanations is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. Of Lada. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself. What? Leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. And then Edgeworth picks up the gun without thinking about it. ... I see! To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. Let's see. That would look awfully suspicious if the guy shooting just then jumps out of the boat, though. I guess he was counting on the fact that it was foggy. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. He didn't take the boat with it? Oh, I guess that makes sense. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body, and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. ... Hammer. ... Bailiff! Bring out the witness from before! The boat shop caretaker, quickly! And arrest him, I guess? Very well! While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Wow, this is long. I'm gonna have to make this into 2 videos. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? ... What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed, Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve, but that was actually the caretaker. But he wouldn't have been able to remember anything about it. Huh. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? ... I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. Because he never actually got to meet him. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. I'm guessing he's here at the corner. The witness has disappeared. He isn't at the boat shop either. Wow, he already checked the boat shop? What? What should I do? Find him, quickly! We can't allow him to get away! Damn. I guess we're gonna have to suspend the trial until we find him. Mr. Montgomery, your witness has disappeared! ... A search warrant has already been issued. Wow, that is fast. Isn't he the one who's supposed to do that? The judge? It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its resources to find that witness. Am I understood? ... One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. ... Well, court is adjourned. Well. December 27th, 1:22 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby, number 2. Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. And what about Larry? That was something else. Yeah, indeed. Even Montgomery didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Unique. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. Well, it wouldn't be a fun game then, I guess. I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. ... Mr. Edgeworth? Exclamation point. Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile a little. Relax. ... I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? Now you can't just say that and not actually tell us. No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... ... I can't make up my mind. ... What is this about, Edgeworth? ... It's a nightmare I've had. Huh. A memory of a crime that I committed. What? What is this? A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Wait, so he murdered someone else before? To be continued. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna end it there. I make a dash and I'm out.